Hello everyone, welcome to CappingTV's cast and coverage of this week's IM game between Teamname and Torquesquad Reform. I'm one of your casters, Necrosis, and our guest caster for tonight is the one and only eXtine.
Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going?
So we've got a very interesting matchup tonight. We casted Torquesquad last week. They had a bit of roster issues and they've had a bit of a change up. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out for the team. It was kind of a bit of a shaky performance before.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to try to recover, try to get that team roster together. Tough juggling the parts together. I know my limited experience actually being a player and doing some captaining, it can just be tough when you got a newer roster or you just know that there's some issues and you're just not quite sure what to do with the team. And hopefully that works out. I know Sarah on Pocket was one that you mentioned. And Pocket is definitely a key role, and it's not always the Pocket's fault. And maybe if the Pocket's switching off, maybe it is something that's going on with the scouts, and Sarah's switching over to scout to try and solve some things. So it'll be interesting to see if what sort of problems might pop up for them and how things go.
Yeah, well, you said it. Pocket can be a very important role and has a lot of weight in how well a team plays. Effectively controlling Ubers and making sure the team is on the same page is really crucial. However, Team Fortress 2 is a team-based game, so everyone has to play their role.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially in sixes, six is just brutal in how much it enforces you have to play your role. And of course, most of the time we will see kind of the standard setup of 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, demo, and medic. But we still should be seeing some utility action here.
Yeah. So we're going live. We do see Klebs running Cow Mangler to start off the match.
Oh,
that's
interesting.
Fantastic. I'm not a fan of Cow Mangler. So here we are. Demos have arrived at mid. Both kind of just shooting stickies, playing it around. Dev Zero is very aggressive on the flank. He jumps in, he gets denied straight away. Klebs jumps in, picks the medic. This goes down. Microlash goes down with only 1 down for Teamname. Pushing across the point, Beep is attacking Yakety on the flank but goes down. It looks like it's going to be a round for Teamname.
Well, it's definitely a good start to it, but yeah, a little early for the round. As the medics respawning here, they will be able to get some sort of defense on last, but what exactly that defense turns out to be is up in the air, that's for sure right now.
So far, we haven't seen any utils apart from an engineer, so you'd think maybe a heavy would be a good option, especially with Teamname pushing in with 100% Uber advantage.
And it actually looks like that was the decision, the engineer switching over to heavy. We also have a sniper coming out here. This last point kind of reminiscent of Cold Front or Process, where a sniper definitely has got some nice angles to work. And Ubercharge coming in here, but kind of getting stuffed initially.
Yeah, the heavy did a lot of work to delay the push, however, he goes down straight away. Gets picked very quickly.
Good battle on the point, though, from blue team, though. They're defending this for at least a little bit, but just going to be the medic left. Can't keep those players alive, can't win the deathmatch fights, and red team with a nice 1-round lead.
Yeah,
start us off here.
The multi-Uber and the Uber advantage just seem to be too strong, and the heavy not able to do enough.
Yeah, and I mean, something like a Pyro could have worked out there to shove the Uber charge back. I mean, that's really unnatural, and I don't know, teams still are hesitant to lean on that, but if you have such a large Uber disadvantage, it's only natural.
So here we are, Dev Zero trying to make another bomb. Nope goes down very quickly, and so Snazzy's gets picked very quickly. However, it's 3 down for Teamname, and it looks like it's going to be a player advantage. Sarah gets dropped trying to kill Dio, and it's 2 up for Torquesquad, and Beep is trying to defend mid with his medic.
Yeah, with the heal beam on, that'll be a lot easier. Takes out reformed Torque Free Deft Jr. And looks like we have a pause here.
It looked like it could have been a good start for a mid for Torque Reformed. However, they lost Snazzy very early in the fight and weren't able to get kills and kind of take away the heal beam advantage for team name.
Yeah, they definitely have to watch out for the combo of early sticky damage and a bomb coming in on Snazzy. That's been the issue the first 2 times. As you mentioned, then they did kind of get a little bit of a leg up, at least in frags after that, but not being able to pressure Dio and being able to keep things at bay until he was able to get buffed up nicely.
Yeah,
so it worked out for him.
Yeah, he did a good job of playing with the heals and not overextending and letting the weak players come to him. And picking the demo really kind of ensured that the team was going to win mid. However, is still kind of sitting around the big pack in cargo and will probably be looking for a play somehow. But whether he'll actually be successful or not, as Beep does know where he is, he might fall back to second and kind of hope to get into a little sneaky spot and try and kill the medic.
Yeah. We'll have to see how this goes down. Obviously, as well, this pause taking place in the future. So something cataclysmic happened.
Maybe... Oh, let's hope Dio doesn't time out.
Yeah, definitely. Always a shame to lose a medic, and really not much you can do about it.
I mean, it changes the whole framework of a round when a medic drops. Suddenly you lose Uber advantage, the team gains momentum and takes a round when you really looked poised to take it yourself.
Yes, indeedy. Now you guys aren't... Oh, here we go. We are live, so... Cut the small shot a little bit. And once again, Beep and the medic, Dio, going to be able to hold on to this point. Soldier's kind of looking for a bomb, but it's going to be difficult to get in there.
The control point is being contested.
So, Cap starting for team name %. Looking like they're just going to kind of hold, get the cap, and maybe look to push in through cargo. Torquesquad are holding pretty passively, which is the right move with this big Uber disad.
Yeah, my HUD's a little bit messed up. Might impair my calling as we're moving in here. But we have a full team up from red. The Scout Dark on the
Kleb's
side.
In. They're looking like they might pick Sarah early in the fight. Makes a jump in, is not able to pop the Uber.
Yes, it's been a good slow push from red team, not popping the Uber. And just creating presence, shoving blue team out.
Klebs goes in real deep, but does get picked off by the stickies from Torque, and you don't want to be dying before a push into last with Uber advantage. Kind of stifles the push a little bit.
Yeah, blue actually has Uber, so there's maybe going to be some off-classing going on here, we'll see. But no, actually, it's not the case unless Dev Zero is going to... yeah, that HUD switch. Some of my other plugins that fix some of these things. Huge shout out to community members that build these sort of tools. Some of my tools were crashing, so I don't know. I'm running more vanilla.
I've seemed to fix the problem. He's jumping in. He's trying to frag Dio, but doesn't manage to get the pop.
Cow mangled. Now, I don't have a problem with it. I'm all for the funky weapons of TF2. And then we'll see Valve nerf them. So,
yeah. Alright, so
trying to push in from this right side, yeah, for sure.
Nope's in. He's got demo damage really quick. Looks like Torque, the demo could go down, but he doesn't get flashed. Lots of players low for Torquesquad Reformed. However, they are getting flashed and they have stayed alive. Whereas 2 soldiers goes down for team name %. And Dio does get picked along with Nope.
Yeah,
Dark's
watch out for the back cap, though.
He's
Snazzy.
so close.
Yeah, Snazzy delays it long enough. Reinforcements get there. They're going to get the capture on second. Unfortunate to lose their medic for sure. But maybe they can possibly keep some pressure up, bring together a few more kills, and head in the right direction. But I think they're kind of just being a little too slow with this.
Yeah, they should be trying to move into position, try and get this Uber advantage back. Or...
Well, it's tough with Snazzy just coming back in. I mean, they can try to push in off Uber and just off of heels before Snazzy gets it. But that's definitely kind of tough if you're reforming your team and making sure that you got things on point.
Yeah, Team Name are aggressively building with the Scout and are already at 75% Uber, so it looks like they won't be able to try and dry push this into middle. Looks like it's just going to be a second hold for Torquesquad reformed.
Yeah, and they might want to back up a little bit as well if they're going to be on the other end of the Uber advantage, the receiving end of the Uber, because they could just get pushed right into. Not going to be much ground for the soldier to cover to get right in their face.
Dev Zero's trying to make a play, and Duck is sacked 2 players with Uber advantage.
Yeah, 85%, so Uber's almost there for blue team.
And rightfully so, they should be moving into middle, and they are. Players haven't spawned yet. Sarah jumps aggressively, gaining advantage. They look like to have a firm grasp on middle point, and Team Name have backed out to second.
Yeah, that was pretty good, keeping up. He had gotten just kind of a little further forward, just to be that like kind of battering ram or that stiff arm to create some space. Now they've reformed. They still have Uber versus Uber, and working their left-hand side. We'll see what they can do, how cleanly they can come out of these hallways.
They might try to make a pick on the flank. Is pretty aggressive in cargo, but does go down. Does fall back to the point. It's going to be interesting to see. Is coming under. He comes for a jump. He's in, and he gets denied. Only getting Dio down half health.
Yeah, he got chewed up pretty good. I actually did get some decent damage on Dio, all things considered. But Red is responding with Dark pushing out. Going to get a kill on Yachty. And continuing to fight, now backs up. It's the soldiers following up with some bombs and some pressure. Demo Man's here as well to completely shove blue team out. And the middle point is going to go over to Team Name.
Good use of player advantage, taking back middle for sure.
And now they're continuing the aggression, at least making blue think about things. Maybe rotating to attack from a different angle here. We'll see what happens.
He's in Toxic, just trying to make a play, but does get picked by the Demo Man. And now with player advantage, Team Name might consider making a push here. It looks like they're going through Toxic. Beeps in. Nope, the demos come in. They're on top of the cap. Sarah jumps in and forces the Uber of Dio and gets saved by Snazzy. But Dark... it's looking like not much is happening. No frags just of yet as Nope goes down. Dark is looking to go behind. Hopefully make a flank on the medic. Klebs jumps in, tries to pick the demo for Torque, but goes down. And so with 3 down for Team Name, 4 down even, they should take this middle round.
Yeah, they did not go so well for Team Name. Dio and Beep, the only ones left on midpoint, but unlike the mid fight, the entire Torquesquad was up. And they just didn't really get a good clean fight there. It was tough for them.
It does help that a lot of Team Name did get forward spawns and were not denied by Torquesquad, so they should be able to hold second here with even Ubers.
Yeah, that definitely makes a big deal.
Kleb trying to use the Cowmalinga to his advantage and spamming rockets through choke. Does manage to get on Snazzy. Snazzy goes down. Torque goes down as well on such low health. Sarah's only 75 health. Yakti is trying to make a play, flanking from behind. Absolutely. But he does force the Uber on Dio.
Big backcap going on though.
Wow,
and I don't know if they're going to be able to stop it.
No,
the stack is not going to be able to do it.
Come in. He stops it. Is he going to win the duel?
They have a fight going on mid too, though. He captures it!
He caps it! Nice!
He stepped off. He might be able to get last. It's 10 seconds on the spawns.
No, I don't think they're going to get up in time.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yakety
Wow.
with the
What
big
a
play,
fight. Oh,
picking the
man.
scout, backtapping, and winning the round for his team.
That was a painful one for the other scout there. I think that must have been Dark. He just barely stopped off the point. I don't know if he cleared the vertical check box. I don't think that was the case. He must have just barely stepped off side to side, and the point was that close.
By the time he got there, it was
Capture
so
was there.
capped. It didn't really matter how long he was on it before it was going to cap. So, Nope's in on the point. Does take a little early damage. Dev Zero gets a big bomb in and does take down a scout. Torque goes down. This is looking terrible for Torquesquad, and they've been wiped. Dev Zero is chasing Snazzy into second. He should be able to clean this up. Snazzy gets an Uber Saw, but it's in vain, and that's a full team wipe with no players going down on the side of teamname.
Yeah, this time Snazzy, the last person standing, but does not help out the mid-fight as everybody else just melted around, and then Snazzy just easily cleaned up afterwards. And
Looking like
they're
we've
pushing
got another
forward hard.
pause.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was a great, round to come back of. Such a difficult way to lose a round from a back cap, and to come in and then wipe the opposing team at mid and up moving really aggressively. They've already capped second. The Demo Man's in lobby looking to make a push into last, and players are only now just spawning for Torquesquad, so they're moving really aggressively and they're looking to make full advantage of this big Uber that they have coming into last.
Yeah, they should be able to get a pretty good push together here. Not too worried about it. The HUD timers are not showing up for me. I think they are due quite a few spawns here.
And he's second now, I think.
Yeah.
They should spawn just as they come into the point, but they won't really be able to get much of a setup. They won't be able to get an NG. They do have a heavy coming up on Micro Lash, but we saw last time they tried to hold last with a heavy, and it didn't seem to work out. We'll see if that makes any difference this time.
Yeah, they certainly don't have time for engineer. Pyro, if you know what side they're coming in on, like I was alluding to early, or just the ability to air blast back Ubers is really, really helpful. Obviously will need some protection against the scouts, and some help, but even just trading, stuffing an Uber for a Pyro's life is worth it in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't get cleanly into the last point with Uber, and it fades before they actually get in, they're liable to a lot of spam damage coming in from the opposite team, and can really force a lot of players to overextend trying to get into the point when really they should be playing a little bit passively. But here we are, we've come out of the pause. Dev tries to jump in, but does take a lot of damage. It does look like the Demo Man is very forward for Torque, but gets ignored. The heavy gets focused. Yakety is Pyro, but does go down straight away. Snazzy is trying to defend the point, but they do get in, and that's a nice quick round for team name.
Yeah, definitely. Nope took a fair amount of damage there, but was able to just kind of back up and be a-okay backfield. Here we go in the middle. Definitely keep an eye out on Snazzy. See how he does surviving these bombs that are definitely going to be coming his way.
So we've got jumping on triple crates. Dev Zero does go in, pick a scout, but he does go down. Both soldiers down for team name. Dio does go down to pipes from Torque, but it's looking like Beep's trying to make a play on the medic here. Gets in, he gets denied. Dark also feebly tries to pick the medic, and that's a wipe for team name. And now Torquesquad reformed are pushing into second. Demo Man and Snazzy are on point capping, trying to hold out Dev Zero, but he gets in, he's bombs, and he does pop the Uber for Snazzy, so that's a really good result. And he does manage to live, so that's perfect for team name. Oh, no, he does go down to Torque reform.
It's one of those situations where we're going to see if they post up here, if they're just going to want to see if they can get a kill. Maybe send somebody in, go for a sacrifice, or just kind of speed up their building. Red team does have the advantage here on the Uber charge, so.
I kind of feel like Torquesquad played that a little bit too fast, keeping the medic and the demo man, pushing them forward onto second alone. It really put a lot of pressure on Torque to defend the medic against a bombing soldier, and Snazzy kind of was forced to pop. The soldier was right on top of him with rockets loaded. It wasn't going to be a good situation for their team. And now with even Ubers trying to push into last, you know, team name couldn't have asked for anything else after the mid they just had.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, Uber charge is ready. They're thinking about pushing in here. Thinking about it.
You know, he's trying to get in. Kind of does like a half bomb. Does leave. It kind of looks like they're trying to get an opening to maybe get a bomb in or suicide for off classes, but doesn't seem to be happening at the moment.
Yeah, you have to commit to that. You have to commit to that concept.
You know, now does get in. He gets some space. He gets a good rocket on Dio. But he doesn't seem to manage to get any more. Dio doesn't take much damage, and he was able to hold the Uber. Oh, Dio almost going down to rollers there. Does have to go back into spawn. But Uber has been forced in lobby by Dev Zero, and now Torquesquad are pushing in, trying to get the force. They do drop force. Snazzy goes down to dark and lobby. You know, he's the only player up. What a catastrophe for Torquesquad.
Yeah, they're gonna roll this back, probably 2 points.
So, you know, is in lower, hoping to try and make a play. Medic doesn't go under and is in lobby now. Looks like he's making a jump behind. He does get spotted. He is on Dio. He picks the medic! That's huge play by and now team name percent are holding second. They have big Uber disadvantage. This is not looking good, but Torquesquad are trying to make a push in. Dev Zero does look like he gets picked. He does. Dark is trying to make a back cap on mid, but the times 4 on second.
Yeah.
Note does go down to Sarah. Are they gonna... No. Dark doesn't get it in time. Yakety is making a duel. Does pick Dark. Klebs is behind, trying to make a play into lobby. But it doesn't look like it's too much. With the player advantage, Torque moves into last and does manage to tie it up to a piece.
Yeah, 2-2. So turning into quite the game. And thankfully for us, it seems like Torque are starting to figure out their team issues, or at least making good progress.
They're definitely looking a lot more cohesive.
Mm-hmm. We got some scrims in, who knows?
So we are. Torque does get some nice damage onto the scouts early. Sarah jumps in. Dev Zero is on the medic. Gets a nice rocket onto Sarah. Klebs follows up, but does manage to lose his life, losing 3 players on team name. Demo does go down by Microlash. He's pushing forward onto the point. It's now just Dio and Dark back at second. Middle will go to Torque, however, 75% Uber for team name. They should be able to hold second, but he's in place. He's going to try and make a bomb, but does get denied by Dark. And it looks like it's going to be second for Torque as well. But team name are trying to get positioned back on point. Sarah does try and make a play, does get taken down by Beep in lower. So hopefully with the player advantage and Uber advantage, team name should try to take second point back here. I don't see why they would hold last. Dev Zero does jump in. He's trying to get some place. Yakety does go down. Tries to jump in, does get denied. That's 2 down for Torquesquad, and no force of the Uber on Dio. And Beep does take down Microlash. So with 3 players and Uber advantage, about 25%, they are trying to look to come into mid, take advantage. Torque does seem like he's a very forward. Sarah could definitely get picked out here, and he does. Dev Zero tries to get in on the medic, but goes down to Torque's pipes.
Yeah, I had to worry more about Snazzy there, but Snazzy was able to sneak out with 95% Uber. Now, of course, converting that into a full Uber charge. So ready to use that on the defensive here, but Clubs is going to see that, and they hit Snazzy with the face full of plasma.
Yeah. Well, we saw not too long ago a cow mangler through the... Oh, but Klebs comes in, Uber's been popped, Dio's really in far. Kleb does manage to force the Uber of Snazzy, but Dio gets caught way too far on the point. Dark does pick a scout, but he goes down. Both scouts and medic down for team name. Sarah is in Toxic, trying to kill the demo, but Dev Zero jumps in. He's on Snazzy. He misses his second rocket. Doesn't manage to pick Snazzy, and so that's all down except for the demo. Yakety is in their second, very forward, trying to make a play. He doesn't get anything, so that was a bit too aggressive, I think, by Yakety. But however, their team still should be getting mid and looking to push into second with about 25% Uber advantage.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good spot here. They're poking and prodding, the demo man sneaking his head out. Take a little bit of splash, but no problem. Act real threatening like.
Kleb's trying to get some charged cow manglers through the wall.
Red Team's Uber is catching up. They're going to be right there with him.
If they play this right, they should get Uber and counter after their Uber... Oh, so Torquesquad have popped in. Sarah's quite low. They have had to multi a lot on Torquesquad. Dark and Dev Zero does go down, and Klebs goes down for team name percent. So even though the counter Uber comes in by team name, it's in vain. Beep does manage to pick, and Dio has survived. Dio's going for the Uber Saws, and Lobby does manage to pick the demo. And you know, and dodges him, but Torquesquad's in on last.
Ooh.
Oh, he jumps in. It's so close to being capped. Yakety's trying to make a play. Doesn't manage to get the cap. Wow. If I was Nope, I'd be super sad about getting picked by Snazzy there. That was pretty big. So, here we go.
Yeah, good push
Sarah
out.
Does try to jump in, does get really nicely denied by Klebs with a good midi.
Yeah, Snazzy, good to pick up Sarah, make sure that she doesn't go down there.
And with Uber about to be fully charged for team name, they should know they have an Uber advantage. They are trying to push through lower, try and take middle here.
Yeah,
they
this
have
is all
popped
right.
in early. Kleb's got some nice positioning here, and they have forced them out of the point to cargo. Klebs does get picked by Michaelash, but Nope picks Michaelash in return, and Sarah does go down, so it's a 2-for-2 trade.
Yeah,
and
Sarah was just trying to bomb from behind, and Beep just cleaned her up pretty easily. Devilman under pressure as well. Free Def Jr. is going to go down. Beep again still lurking, getting some heal beams now.
Dark picking the demo before they push in is pretty big here. Gives them a lot of time. They might be a little bit more hesitant to try and push this Uber advantage with demo down. However, they do have full Uber. They are trying to make a dry push in here. Nope is very close to dying. He's getting picked off, and he does. It's 2 down, and Uber's been popped by Snazzy. Klebs is stuck behind, trying to...
Beep's out here too.
Dio goes down. This is looking...
Beep, nice pick.
Wow, nice. That was a really good hold by Torquesquad there. They came back with Uber disadvantaged and managed to get their own Uber and counter and wipe them, which is really good. However, Snazzy did get a long spawn, and Dio is up grinding. So, with about 20 ad.
Have to be happy about what they got there. Ooh, you know, does get destroyed by ozfortress Dev Zero. And that's going to help the defense out a little bit, but it's still just going to be a waiting game. And Snazzy will be able to get Uber up, I'm sure, before things happen here.
However, Klebs does go down really early in the push. Nope is in no man's land and does die.
Huh, interesting.
Dropping those 2 players so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking with trying to dry push, leaving the demo in the open. Now, Torquesquad are looking like they want to try and make a play. Dev Zero does go down, using the player advantage to their own benefit, really, and muscling their way in and taking second.
Yeah, that was question.
Sarah tries to do something sneaky at last. However, Uber is now for Dio. Dark tries to make something happen. You know, almost goes down. So it's looking like it's going to be a stalemate on last. No utils for team name.
Yeah, Klebs again trying to get some charged up shots. And Blue just trying to find a good opening here. 6 minutes left on the clock, so they don't have to panic about wasting an opportunity yet. They got plenty of time to waste opportunities.
Yeah. And there's still time for 3 or 4 more rounds if they're quick. A jump in by and Sarah trying to force Dio, but does go down very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't really accomplish anything at all.
No, and dropping those 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, the respawn timers aren't too long. It's going to put them at risk a little bit here, but if blue team backs out, that's a Torquesquad. They should be alright here. They do pick up a kill on Nope, and their soldiers are not far from coming back. Yeah, the Uber's forced to be popped out here. Uber on the other side as well, and a bottle comes out, gets Dev Zero. This is not good for team name.
Oh,
That's
no.
the only one left.
What a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Oh no. They had 2-player ad, tries to force it, but ends up being very sloppy push. Nope goes down straight away, pushing in second. And they get punished. And a good round for Torquesquad. 3-2.
Yeah. Just way too slow coming out. They weren't able to get an impactful fight rolling. Those 2 soldiers are 2 players down, and then as soon as those players came back, the soldiers, they just dunked all over everybody. But 4:30 on the clock, though, still plenty of time to tie up. Kleb's a pretty good bomb here, but Snazzy staying safe.
Ooh.
Oh wow, yeah.
Nope, and Klebs goes down. Sarah manages to pick Dark under. Oh, that wasn't a good
Yachty in a good spot here, but does get Uber sawed. It's not going to make really any difference, though.
No,
in terms
they're
of the
still
Uber
going to
charge.
be even.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good mid. I mean, after taking the 3-2, gonna cap second, looking to push into last to go up 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, they could pretty much... I mean, they could park the bus here. Definitely would rather see them just try to push and play aggressive here. Even though Ubers are even, just in terms of you got to believe in your team, so you might as well just get that GG round pretty much.
Tries to make a jump in, but there is a sentry and a heavy. Does get very deep, but Dio wisely goes back into spawn and gets the kit.
And yeah, I think could easily go sniper here. That's in his tool set, or Michael Lash could do the same thing.
Yeah, well, they have plenty of options with 2 people going down, and team name also having really defensive off classes at last.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't able to capitalize super quickly on the push, but Klebs has jumped in with Uber. Uber has now been forced on Snazzy.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad Uber, unfortunately.
I think they popped way too early coming into last, but Yakti is ill in last. They are getting 2 down. Demo goes down for team name. Torquesquad are looking to capitalize on this. Dio does go down. Dark goes down. Dev goes down. And Beeb trying to defend the last point, and now Torque go up 4-2 with only 2.5 minutes remaining. It's looking like a hard slog for team name to come back and take this map.
Yeah, that was definitely a good round, good finish by Torqued. Just good kind of play of the mechanics and the Uber charges and aggression.
And taking advantage of that push from team name pushing the second. So, comes in, gets a nice deep bomb, lots of damage on the scouts. Kleb comes in, picks Microlash. Snazzy does go down to Beep. Dark picks, Dark is a double kill on mid. Torque kills himself, but also does manage to pick Kleb, but Dio does survive at that mid, the crucial player. So, they have Uber advantage, they wiped the opposing team, and they're already on second point. that if they win the round here and have a nice clean push into last, they have potential to win the round, but it is looking like it's going to be very close.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very fast map, so it seems. So they really need to get on the point right now, and that definitely would allow them to possibly have a chance here.
The Heavy and the Engineer coming out. Uber has faded, but they haven't dealt with the Sentry and the Vaccinator as well.
Yeah, that's going to help against the Scouts.
That was
and ensure the Heavy stays up.
Great decisions made with off classes, and the Vaccinator did help keep the Heavy alive for that push. And so now it looks all but over for.
Yeah, they were actually running a Pro Lander there for a second. Still are with a Sniper, Medic, Engineer, Demo, Soldier, and the Scout. Dark goes in there, gets Sarah. Free Def Jr. goes down as well, just for Dark, but things still looking really good for Torqued right now.
And Sarah was also using Huntsman on that last push as well.
Oh, okay.
But now it's just garbage time, with 40 seconds remaining. And it looks like it's going to be the first map going to Torquesquad, which is good. I mean, they're looking a lot more cohesive than they were the last time I cast them, and this roster change-up seems to have helped, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely, we're getting it together, and like I said, definitely just kind of played the mechanics well sometimes. Just kind of punishing the slow pushes with good spawns and taking care of business.
Yeah, those last two rounds, I feel like they really came into their own and were able to ensure victory for their team after the first 4 rounds for both teams being fairly close.
Yeah, that was a fun map though. And we're heading off to Snakewater.
Now this is definitely a map people would be a lot more familiar with. Hopefully we might see some better pushes off last, which was, you know, both teams got punished pretty heavily trying to push off last and subsequently losing the round pretty much every time they did. So hopefully that won't be something that will be replicated on Snakewater.
Yeah. We'll see. Snakewater's a fun map though. Definitely some similarities, and pushing out of last is tough, but I think the spawn timers are probably a little bit more favorable than how that worked out on Reckoner there.
Definitely. Snakewater is probably one of my favorite maps. I really enjoy playing it. I really enjoy the dynamic that you get on the map. It's quite aggressive, but it also can lend itself to a lot of defensive plays as well. Nice little nooks and crannies for big plays.
Yeah, it's a tough defense on last, and then holding saw and the transitions in second and stuff are interesting.
So we didn't necessarily talk about predictions for the first map, but after seeing both teams play, what do you reckon? Who's going to win?
Yeah, I mean, probably Torqued.
Yeah, I think they did look more convincing than teamname. Teamname did come out looking quite strong in the first couple of rounds, but looks like they lost their way. Some questionable calls, bad Ubers as well, and Torquesquad were good enough to punish the mistakes by teamname.
That's what it comes down to, you know?
I mean, it's one thing to make mistakes, but if your team isn't able to capitalize on the other team's mistakes and punish them for it, you're just as bad as them, really.
Right.
So yeah, I'd like to thank you for coming in. You know, I know it's pretty late over in America.
Yeah, I think I will dip out if that's a possibility.
Yeah, man. What's the time over there?
It's sneaking up on 4 in the morning. So
4 in the morning. That's pretty early. or late, depending on how
Yeah.
you look at it.
Yeah, definitely late for me. I'm normally going to bed a lot earlier, and I meant to get a nap in so I could just kind of wake up and jam this out, but then thought maybe we were starting earlier and just went for it, but no, no, no. But it was a pleasure, and hopefully I'll be around again. Definitely this kind of schedule certainly sort of could work out for me to
Yeah.
cast more often. It was a good test run, and definitely cool to see some Reckoner on display. And was a pleasure joining you, Necro.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for coming along and taking time out and staying up late to be with us. I think we all really enjoy it, and yeah, we'd definitely love to have you back.
All right, awesome, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of the match. I know that I'll be checking it out on the VODs. Make sure to hit up CappingTV on Twitter, as well as myself at xTelevision. And thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, so here we are. I should be able to get someone else in to cast with me for the second map. Bear with me, folks. We should be able to sort something out. So I hope it's not a roll. Like I really hope team name don't get discouraged by the 4-2 scoreline and come out and give us a really close game. I think everyone here wants to see some really close, dynamic TF2. Looks like we've started off. Both teams. Kleb's still running Calmangler. Alright, so here we are. Okay, so Nope gets to mid, faster than Torque. A good early sticky, nice damage onto Torque early on. Yakety controlling top. Dev0 is in kitchen. He does try to make a bomb. He gets in, but doesn't seem to do any damage. It gets destroyed. Klebs tries to follow up. Dio does go down. No, Torque does go down, and Sarah goes down. However, it's 3 players down for either team. Tries to make a counterplay on Dio, but it's feeble. Microlash trying to make something happen, but does get picked. It's a full team wipe for Torquesquad reformed, and team name does manage to keep Dio up. So this is looking pretty good with 2 scouts on second, and Dio, they should be able to hold this. It's looking like it's going to be a heavy sniper on last for Torquesquad. I think they probably could have had enough time to go with an engineer, which would have been a bit more of a defensive hold for Torquesquad. However, I'm not really sure it's going to matter too much. It's probably going to favor team name not having to deal with a sentry this push, and they're going in under. So Dio's popped Uber. Klebs has pushed right. Nope, almost goes down. Does get flashed by Dio. The medic does go down. Snazzy goes down by a nice bomb by Klebs. Nope goes down for team name. So does Klebs. The heavy finally goes down for Yakety. Did so much work and just took all of the Uber to kill him. Managed to stay alive. Really helped. Really helped his team save last point. So now it's looking like still a 70%, about a 50% Uber advantage for team name. So even though the push didn't work out, they're going to have enough time to hold second, get Uber, and try to push again. Microlash has stayed on sniper, is in upper lobby trying to get a shot on bridge, but doesn't seem to get an angle. Team name are wisely holding pit. They're looking like they're going to try and push under again with Uber advantage. But I think should be able to scout it out. He would have seen them. Microlash trying to get a shot, but does get damaged and force out a choke. I don't know. I'm not sure they should continue trying to push under here with, clearly being able to give out the comms that they were under. It does look like they're going to be going through roller. There's only 2 stickies here, so they shouldn't have to pop early, but they do. Klebs jumps in. He does get on top of the point with no heavy. Uber does arrive for Snazzy. However, 2 players do go down. You know, and Yakety. Torquesquad are really low. Beep, Nope does go down. Beep goes down. Klebs goes down. But it looks like the power of DM is just way too much for Torquesquad, and team name does manage to clean it up and take the first round of the game. So it'll be interesting to see if Nope is faster than Torquesquad. Torque does have a much better rollout. They get to mid about the same time. No early sticky damage, but Nope is a little bit lower. Dev does get damaged heavily. He's in the kitchen, hoping to try and make a play. Torquesquad do have upper advantage. Klebs tries to make a jump in, does get really deep on the medic. He goes down. Yakety goes down, but it's 4 down for team name. Dio is alive, but Torquesquad should try to chase the medic. I feel like they're not trying to be proactive enough. Having lost their medic at mid, no one's tried to move up and, you know, capitalize on their player advantage. They are trying to move in a second, but team name are holding passively in lobby. Nope has come up with Dio and really just taking control of the point. Sarah is in position to try and make a play, but goes back, isn't confident in her ability to, you know, try and get a force on Dio. And now team name are looking poised to try and push in. They are going to try and go through Saw. Klebs does get damaged very heavily to sticky traps straight away. They have to Uber really early, and they're not getting any kills early. Yakety is trying to DM Dev Zero in kitchen, but goes down. And both scats down for Torque. You know, jumps in. Oh, almost picks Dio. However, he kind of didn't need to make the play. His team had, you know, 60-70% Uber advantage. They didn't need to pick the medic there. Hopefully, him going down isn't going to affect their push into last, but it will delay it. A lot of teams will think twice about pushing with Uber advantage if they're down a player. He is up now, but, you know, team name are going to have plenty of time to set up. They are holding a little forward. Snazzy takes a lot of spam, moving in, does have to pop early. Dev Zero is very forward, and looking like he does get caught out. Dark dies. It's 3 down for... Sorry, it's 3 down for team name, but they do have Uber. You know, tries to make a jump in to pop the Uber, but he gets denied and goes under. However, Nope does go down, and he has a really long spawn. It will give, you know, Torquesquad the ability to kind of get through the chokes, try and get a nice clean bomb in to get a pick on the medic. They are kind of all huddled around. You know, does get picked off by Dev Zero, so maybe an off class here. Maybe team name are looking to try and make a push off last. It is difficult, but if you control the flanks and make sure there's no backcappers coming in, it's not impossible. However, 85% Uber on Snazzy. They will get it by the time team name does get in, and if they have to pop early, they're just going to get destroyed and will most likely lose the game. Oh, lose the round, I mean. So no utils on the side of team name or Torquesquad, so it's going to be pretty vanilla. Both teams kind of just sussing out, peeking the flanks, trying to get some spam damage on, looking for an opening. Beep, actually, sorry, I missed it. Goes Sniper and picks Snazzy, dropping the Uber. That's huge play. You know, team name really should be trying to do something with this full Uber advantage. However, Dev Zero going down does really hamper them. However, Dark does get a nice pick on Microlash, trying to make something happen. So with even players and full Uber advantage, they do pop. So they're in. Klebs has picked off the demo, and you know, and Yakety have gone down. It was a pretty clean push in, and they popped early enough and used their Uber advantage promptly. Now, there's not really any Uber advantage here. With player advantage, team name really should be trying to move in here, and they are. They've taken top. They've got good cap time, but they haven't been able to stop spawners. However, it's not really an issue. They do hold mid. It does look like it's going to be another stalemate. Look for Dev Zero to get a full buff and maybe try and make something happen through window or trying to go grass. So it looks like they're just going to be grinding. Klebs does take some spam, but it's just going to be middle stalemate. Not really much to see here. You know, he is moving up close. He's looking like he's going to maybe try and make something in kitchen. He's pretty forward. I'm not sure if they spotted them. They should. Dev Zero is on top. He's right on top of Snazzy. It does force the Uber. They just let him walk in through catwalk. Casually just drop straight on the medic's head. And now they're in. Klebs, oh, you know, gets denied, but Uber hasn't been popped by Dio. He now pops. Nice multi. Microlash is behind, trying to make something, but they didn't really get any picks. It's a great force, but Dev Zero is behind, does get 2v1'd. So I feel like Team Name didn't really capitalize. However, before I say that, Torque does go down, the demo man. Sarah goes down, and Yakety goes down. You know, Torquesquad was just way too far forward and just got caught out with spam. Snazzy does live, but he's not healing anyone. They could fall behind an Uber with no one to grind with. Dio is on 2 health. Dio gets picked by, you know. Oh, but they're in on the point. It's so capped, but it doesn't matter. Dio goes down. However, Team Name come in and get 2-0 using their player advantage and positional advantage to just get cap time and take a round that, you know, maybe shouldn't have gone their way. Okay, so here we are. We're at middle. Demo Man very aggressive for Torque. They're just trading stickies. Nope is quite low. He's very low. He doesn't get arrowed. He just stands still. He goes down super early. Dev Zero goes down. Kleb tries to make a play on Snazzy, but a good surf away. And he dodges and stays alive. Good play by Snazzy to keep his team's Uber advantage and not let a big advantage go to waste. But Dio does go down, does get out. However, he's about 25% disad, but he's not really grinding. Snazzy's about to get it. Torque are moving into second. They will be able to cap this point. I don't envision... Oh, an early Uber. They must know Uber hasn't popped. Dio is 5% away. He's getting supported by Microlash. He gets him. He just gets Uber, but drops. Oh, Microlash with the aggressive scout Uber. Klebs is really forward, trying to get something happening. He is taking advantage, smartly so. Microlash and Yakety go down, but Dio is still down. Nope goes down with a really long spawner. Beep goes down. Kleb goes down. Torque is on point as demo. He does go down, however, with 5 players up. Dio comes in for the token power play. Wait, before I say it, oh, a nice reflect on, you know, but isn't enough. So Torque get a counter round and are able to pull it back. It's now 2-1 in favor of, you know, the team. 2-1 in favor of Team Name. Alrighty, so here we are at mid. Torque has been getting really good damage on Nope and getting him low early in these fights. You know, tries to make a jump. He is in their kitchen. Dev Zero is in Torquesquad. He tries to jerk a jump. He is aggressive behind. Klebs tries to jump in, but Torque is forward. He's really low. He should go down here. Nice rockets. They have a lot of positional advantage for Team Name, but they're dropping players. Dio goes down the background. Dark goes down. Beep solo. Dev Zero goes down. And they manage to keep Snazzy alive. The aggressive jumping soldiers for Team Name just didn't get enough done. Dev Zero wasn't able to get a lot of depth. And Klebs wasn't able to hit the shots on Snazzy. And, you know, Torque were able to capitalize on the lack of fragging, I guess, by Team Name and took mid. Now they have big Uber advantage for for Torquesquad. But it looks like we've got a heavy Engie set up on last. The engineer will be able to get a level 2 sentry, so that's great. And the heavy will be able to be fully buffed. Looks like they want to push in under. This is going to be really bad. They didn't spot the sentry until really late. It's in a great position. Heavy goes down very quickly though. Dio goes down super fast. No one down for Torquesquad. The sentry gun goes down. And they're just swarming the point. And a quick second round, tying up 2-2. Torque have looked very strong these last 2 rounds, having been pretty shaky the first 2. They're looking like they want to take this match 2-0, and they're well on their way to coming back. They definitely have the momentum here. It'll be interesting to see how this middle goes. See if, Team Name tries something different. A good early sticky by Torque onto Nope. However, he does get fully buffed here. Dev Zero goes in, makes a feeble jump. It's nothing in return. Nope is low, but a lot of low players for Torquesquad. They need to get healed up. Both soldiers down for Team Name. Torque goes down, and Sarah goes down, and Microlash. So it's 3 down for Torquesquad. But they did keep their medic. Is behind. They should know he's behind. He's trying to make a play through kitchen. They should know. He might be able to get an opening on Dio. He's sitting right there. Has to know he's on the point. So they've capped. He's coming out. He's jumped. He's on Dio. Dio! He's getting forced. Makes a great play. I think that's poor awareness by Team Name there. They really should have known that, was alive. He was the Romar, and they didn't have eyes on him, so they should have been expecting something to happen off the flanks. And now, big Uber advantage for Torquesquad. Torque is in lower very aggressively. They do look like they want to try and push in here. They did Uber. This is a very early Uber. They're not getting a lot of pressure. They've had to multi a lot. However, they do get 2 picks, but the demo, the pocket, and the medic all survive for Team Name, so they should be able to maybe retake mid, or at the very least hold second. Torquesquad are rightfully trying to make something happen with player advantage, try and force the Uber. Kleb does pick Microlash. Sarah jumps in on Dio. Dio drops by great pipe by Torque. Sarah goes down, the great distraction from her. It's 2 down, 3 down for Torquesquad, but they get the drop by the Demo Man's pipes. And so now with the player disadvantage on Torquesquad, they're going to just try and look to hold here, keep their medic alive. Klebs jumps in, tries to get aggressive, gets absolutely crushed by Microlash. Torque is very forward here. Dark's trying to make something happen, but he runs into Yakety at kitchen. He's so low, he should die. They pop Uber. Uber was forced by Dev Zero, which is great. Beep is going really forward, but Microlash picks the demo. He's just pushing forward, gets Dio. That's 4 down. Torquesquad, and it's a pause. So, it's not looking good for Team Name. They're crumbling here. It's 4 down for Team Name with Uber Disad and Torquesquad have 6 players up. So it's going to be interesting to see. They're definitely going to need to bring out a heavy at the very least. Rattler engineer might be an option. I know that's pretty amazing. So we'll see. Microlash is trying to just poke a little bit flank. Torque's a choke. Sarah is on top of Crate. Trying to make something happen. Microlash does go down early, but they have positioning on the point. Yakety gets beep. Nope does kill enemy demo. Does pick Nope. And, they tried to make something happen with their player advantage, but didn't. They rightfully so. They didn't push too far in. They kept Snazzy alive and ensured that they didn't get too aggressive and then lose their Uber advantage. And because if they had have pushed in mid aggressively there and lost their medic to that push, they wouldn't just be holding mid, they'd be having to think about holding their own second point. So I think that was a a good play. So now they're just kind of holding a bit stalematey at second. You know, is in on top lobby. He does get spotted out, I think. So not really sure. Klebs is quite forward, trying to find out where the combo is. I feel like one team's going to be making a play at some point, trying to, you know, see what they can do, try and get an advantage out of this stalemate. Let's hope that they are aware of the stickies from Nope. The amount of times people get caught out by those stair stickies is crazy, and they do seem to be pushing through Catwalk. Beep does go down early from Torque stickies, so this really should signal a push for Torquesquad Reformed. They got what they wanted, they got the player advantage. They've come out window, they're on grass, Sarah jumps in. Dev Zero tries to make something happen, Sarah goes down really early in the fight. Dev Zero does manage to live. Microlash goes down early, Dev Zero does go down. Dark is in pit. Uber's been popped by Snazzy. Your nose trying to make a play in the demo, does pick Nope. Yakety goes down for Torquesquad. You know, makes a really deep bomb into get Klebs, but does get denied by Beep. They looking like they want to try and make something happen, but with 2 scouts up, they would be pushing into middle with player disad, so it's looking like it's I think it's going to be another stalemate on second here. No utils here either, and even Ubers as well. Both teams should be looking to just you know, grind really heavily here with both scouts. Dio does take some nice spam from the enemy demo man, and almost dies there, which would have been huge for Torque if they managed to pick the medic in such a fashion. But we'll see. Both teams have Uber. Torquesquad are looking like they want to push through. They have Uber to scout in really early, and team name, rightfully so, have just backed off, but they've had to multi a lot. Nope does go down to Torque, so it's both demos down for both teams. Dev Zero goes down the flank to Yakety. Dark trying to make a play. He does pick Yakety on the flat. Dio goes down to Microlash. Players getting cleaned up, but Sarah's looking to come in. She's got heal advantage. Dark is super low, but they're just really using their the awareness from Sarah. Just let Dark just kind of sweep up and flank her, sorry, and lost the players. Torque comes in, a nice first pipe on Kleb. They should be trying to stop it. Nope goes down very early. Dark is trying something, but he gets denied. So with 2 players up and 50% Uber advantage, Torquesquad should be looking to get something happening. Dev gets a nice pick on Yakety. I mean, it is a scout, but every pick here is going to help. Beep gets a nice bounce rocket and picked off by Microlash, so they've traded scouts here with Uber advantage, with 40% Uber advantage. They look like they want to be pushing aggressively through under. They popped very early. Torque jumps with the Uber. Sentry is up. 3 down really quickly. Dio goes down. Engineer goes down. They've really used this Uber. Dio is 5% away from getting Uber. He's so close. He does get it in time. And Nope and Beep stay alive. However, Sarah is on top of the point. Microlash is just sitting behind, but they move off the point. Microlash just sitting near the oil tanker behind, and just comes on when they weren't on the point or expecting it, and just gets the quick sneaky cap, taking it to 3-0 in favor of Torque. So that's 3 rounds in a row. So 3-2 to Torque. Here we are, next mid. Both demos just kind of doing the old sticky. Dev jumps in very aggressively but gets destroyed very early on. Dark is super low. Klebs tries to make an aggressive play on Snazzy, but Snazzy escapes. So that's 3 down. You know, makes a jump in, picks Beep. Dark goes down, Dio goes down. It's a full team wipe, and Torquesquad are rolling. They are looking very strong here. And barring a catastrophe pushing last, this should be 4-2, but you never know what's going to happen. Maybe hopefully a sniper pick here. They are looking to go for the ultra defensive heavy engineer. They have all their players for Torquesquad. They really should be buffing each other and pushing in very quickly. They have to expect an engineer. The NG sentry is level 2. They won't be able to spot the sentry until they get right in. Torque gets pushed very far forward. The heavy goes down straight away. Michaelash goes down early. They haven't dealt with the sentry very easily. Torque gets picked. Klebs is in. Sarah's in. Yakity's on the point. Sarah's just spamming the point. Yuno's on. He gets picked by Beep, and that's a good defense. I'm not a big fan of pushing under with huge player advantage after a mid-wipe like that. You have to expect an engineer's going to be there and a heavy or some kind of util. They weren't able to spot the sentry until they got into last, and by the time they knew it, they picked the heavy very quickly, which is great, but they weren't able to deal with the sentry very easily, and they had to commit too many plays to it and just lost positional advantage and weren't able to get the frags to finish off the round. So now it's big uber advantage for team name here. You know, they're just about to get it. Snazzy's on 65. It's looking like they want to push through Saw here. Is catwalk, hoping to try and get a force. They haven't spotted him yet. They just did, I think. He's pushing in. He gets nice rockets onto Dio and forces him. I could have sworn they just saw him, but it's a very early Uber for Snazzy. For Dio. Team name have got the point. Snazzy has 100% Uber, but it doesn't look like they're trying to... no, they're trying to push in. Dev drops straight on top of them. They do push pop Uber, but they don't get the cap. And now with 4 players behind, if they stack this second point, they will get the cap in time. They're really playing catch up. Yakity gets picked. Nope is looking to jump. And they're... Michaelash is up. Is he going to have some late game heroics? No. They just got caught out. They were too slow. They should have popped Uber to defend mid. They weren't able to stop the mid cap in time. And good positional advantage from team name. And they were able to take an easy round, really. A round that they probably shouldn't have won. But I guess they got lucky a little bit. So here we are. Dev Zero is in his own kitchen. He's looking like he wants to jump. He gets in. He's on Snazzy. Snazzy takes a lot of really good damage. He's still alive and managed to get out. This is great. He's still behind in Sawmill, but does go down to the pistol from Yakity. Soldiers. Torque does go down for Torque reform, but team name have height advantage and positional advantage, and they have moved to the point. Demo Soldier Scout down for Torque reformed. And even Ubers, they shouldn't let this be capped for free here, but we really see good early positional advantage for team name, but the early pop. Snazzy and co hasn't been able to force it until just now. They have dropped their demo and a scout on team name, but they have gotten 3 picks. Microlash is doing some big plays. Is he going to pick the medic here? Dio does get the pack and is cleaned up by Klebs. So this player advantage pushing to last. Are they going to try something? Klebs gets in very quickly. They're getting time on cap. Beep is on the point. Sarah's trying to stall it. The big jump in from Torque, and he manages to hold the point. Dio and Klebs go down. I think they were a little bit too aggressive here. They really were just a bit too overzealous there. I think they could have held off a little longer and kind of ensured that they used their Uber advantage effectively. But, tries to get a bit too aggressive, doesn't wait for his team, and gets picked off by Dar. So with this player advantage, they should be able to try something. Someone should try and make a play. But they do have firm... So Dev Zero does come in. Snazzy gets super low. Beep isn't focusing the medic. He tries to follow up on the damage too late. But it looks like they have muscled them out for now. So, what was good about that is even though they didn't pick the medic, and they're still at Uber disadvantage, they were able to stop them from retaking second. So, 75% Uber for team name, and they still have NG heavy on last, so they definitely don't look like they want to push out on Torquesquad. They don't want to take the chance. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Hopefully they are a little bit more, you know, proactive in trying to spot the sentry. We do see a Wrangler engineer, and he has swapped off. He doesn't want the Wrangler anymore. He's just going back to the normal sentry. He might not be able to get it to level 3 in time because of it, but you really want Team Name not to make the same mistake Torquesquad did previously, where they try and push into last without scouting the sentry and then get punished for it. Dev Zero is lower lobby. He's going to try and make a play, but as soon as he takes his bomb, he's going to get denied. He gets in super deep. He really should have done a lot more damage to Snazzy, but doesn't hit his rockets and is cleaned up. So we might be looking at some kind of util, maybe spy, sniper. He comes up as spy. Okay, so this could be a really good decision here. I mean, going as spy, picking the medic is a really good option here. Getting the heavy and surviving is also really good. I think if he's able to get the NG and sap the sentry and survive, that would be perfect as well. He's got a lot of options here. He does seem to be running the cloak and dagger, I think. So, you know, he is running the cloak and dagger. He's just going to take this very slowly. He's kind of just under the ramp. They should be expecting a util, but they won't know. He just runs into the heavy. He gets spotted straight away. He's trying to make a play with the Magnum, but doesn't seem to do it. Yakety is very low in this push. He does get flashed. They deal with the sentry very late, but with 4 down, 5 down, I don't understand that. Their spy fails miserably. Oh, right, time ran out. That would make sense. So there we go. That's why they went in and failed, because time was running out. So there we are. It's I think Torquesquad should be disappointed with that result. They had momentum, and they were up 3-2, and they just let them get back in, and they let Team Name get a counter round and kind of stopped the momentum. I think they'll be disappointed they didn't get a 2-0 here. So that just about wraps it up for this match. I'm thinking Golden Cap? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot Golden Cap. So yeah, I was just informed of my silly mishap. See, this is why you need a co-caster, guys. Ha! So they pick up on, call you out on your dumb shit. Yeah. Alright, so I had to solo cast that, but it's looking like we might be able to get my producer, YouWish, in to give a little bit of a breather. It could be very short-lived. It could be short-lived. I mean, it is only 1 round, so I mean, who knows? It could be a wipe at mid, and could be 30 seconds. But good lord, am I ready to stop talking? My throat is just—it's not enjoying me right now. Yeah, eXtine was, it was like 4 o'clock where he was, and he had to go to work in the morning, and wanted to stay up, but just wasn't able to stick around, so that's fine. He was keen podcast again. It was great having him on for the first map. So here we are. And we've got a pause. Fantastic. So, are you able to talk, YouWish? He's trying to fish it. Alright, so... yeah. There we are. So, the token pause, trying to get in all their Uber strats. They're probably like, hey guys, let's jump at the medic. But we'll see. I'm sure someone's gonna do it. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how the demo man, reach mid. Torque has been able to do a lot of early damage to Nope most rollouts, and does seem to have a lot more pressure to begin rounds. But let's see if Nope can really pull it together, have a strong round, and maybe get a surprise victory and tie it up 1-1 for this round. It'll be really interesting to see. At the moment, both demos look like they're going to be getting to mid on time, or at least at the same pace. Snazzy has 1% extra Uber. That could be a big advantage going into mid. Ugh. How, what? Oh, yeah. I think... I mean... I think... both teams look a little bit more cohesive on this map, which is kind of what I thought might have happened, because it is Snake Water. But the pause has been undone. Torque and Nope both arrived to mid at a very similar time, both whiffing their first stickies. Nope does take an early sticky by Torque, and Dev gets denied straight away with early Uber player advantage. Torquesquad are looking to move forward quickly. Yakety does go down early, but Kleb does pick off Nope goes down very early. Beep and Dark are still up. A nice pipe by Torque, and Dio is just alive. Sarah should be trying to get aggressive here. She needs to be moving forward and trying to pick Dio, but Dio smartly goes under and gets to last. Dev Zero looks like he could be getting caught out here, but gets out just in time.
Alert. The control point
And Torquesquad have control of second point. Dev Zero isn't cheese. He's looking like he's trying to get something done, but he does get spotted. He jumps in really deep. A nice surf away by Snazzy. And so with that player advantage, I'm not sure they needed to make a play there, especially while they're on last. But Yakety just gives his life away. So what could have been player advantage pushing to last for Torquesquad is now even. I'm envisioning Yakety's probably going to go for a util here. What util he decides to go is, I know, a sniper would be good here, and he does go sniper. We've got the heavy on sniper on last. No, just sniper for team name, so it will be the sniper duels going on here. I'm not really sure who's best. We haven't really seen a lot of sniper here, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. Beep does get a pick onto Sarah, but he misses the second shot on Yakety. Picking a soldier here isn't really going to stop the push. And Yakety misses. Ah! Beep does pick Yakety. But it's still just player down. If they want to switch out, Beep does need to switch off Sniper, and he does. So with this player advantage, they're looking like they want to push out. Does go down early. No players behind. It's shaping up to be a good push out for team name. Picking Microlash. And Snazzy pops for some reason. That was such a bad pop. Oh no. Torquesquad, what were they thinking? With full Uber advantage here. Ah. Team name holding mid. They're going to have to expect a bomb here. Torque does pick Beep very early on. They are holding quite passive here. Kleb tries to get in, but it's denied. It's very low. Lots of spam coming in at Saw. Kleb could be caught out here. Sarah's trying to make a play into Saw, but no, Dio pops Uber, but drops Nope, which is big. However, Snazzy goes down very early. Yak, both scouts down for Torque, and Sarah goes down. Now it's just, you know, on 50 health, is looking like he's trying and get out through grass, and does. So it could have gone badly, but it doesn't. And now Team Name have 60% Uber advantage. They're looking like they're going to try and push into second here, which they are. You know, might try and make a play, but it looks like they're just setting up for last. They've got Heavy and Engineer. Engineer might be able to get a level 2 sentry in time, which is going to be big if he can. So they just get Uber here for Team Name. Now, I feel like with this big Uber advantage, they can afford to kind of just make sure they spot everything, spot off classes. But they don't. They pop in very early and are very far away from the sentry. Dark goes down very early. DevZero gets denied heavily, and this looks like a terrible push. They just didn't try and peek and spot off classes, and they get denied by the Heavy, who did great jobs denying the aggressive soldiers, trying to get height advantage on last, and the sentry just ensuring they weren't able to get much presence on last. Dio does get out, however, Snazzy didn't even have to pop, so they're on second. DevZero's trying to make something happen. He gets a nice midi on Microlash, and he's jumping in. The Uber has been forced. Dio does go down in second. Oh no. 2 players behind. Dev is in pit. However, Dark is also in lower, trying to duel the demo, and he does. He survives, however. The Uber advantage isn't very big. They are down a demo. Team Name might try to do something here, but the Heavy, I think, has stifled the push. No utils for either team, apart from the Heavy, but 40% Uber advantage for Snazzy. Recently they've just been very content with holding last, with Heavy and Engineer, or just with the Heavy. I'm not sure they're going to willingly push off last here. It is Golden Cap. If they make a mistake pushing off last here without big advantage, they will, well, with Uber and player advantage, I think they're liable to lose this round. The Calmangler getting nice damage on Snazzy, but not able to get any follow-up. There is an engineer, there was an engineer, but he's now switched off. So it's looking like it's just going to be even Ubers. I'm looking for Team Name to potentially try and get a util here, or try and force something on the flanks. At the moment, they're kind of just sitting back, not really doing anything. Microlash now does go Engineer, and he's set up a level 2 sentry behind the crate near Roller. DevZero has gone under. He looks like he's gone Roller. He picks but does go down to the Heavy. So it's a trade. I think he was just very surprised to see there, and just was caught off guard. Manages to trade players. I think this is gonna maybe be no off classes for DevZero. I think that's a bit of a I don't know. I didn't expect them to do that. It's difficult pushing last, even with Uber advantage against Heavy and Engineer. Not being able to get a pick before the push and gain some sort of player advantage, or even able to get positional advantage to be able to spam down the sentry and pick the Heavy is... I don't think it's the winning play. I feel like a vanilla push here probably isn't really going to work. Torque does spot out Dev in lower, but he does get out. Dark is trying to make something happen again, but he does get spotted once more by Torque holding lower. And where the sentry is, it doesn't really open up a lot of opportunities to come from drop down and roller either, so it's... I think the right push here for team name is definitely to go through roller. That way they can get on top of the sentry and move towards the heavy very quickly. Which they are. Klebs jumps in. He doesn't have Carmangala this time, which is good. They managed to pick the sentry off very quickly, but they've used their whole Uber trying to kill the sentry. Klebs goes down. Uber has been countered. Dio and Nope goes down for team name, and the heavy doing big work. Dark just alone, and that's a full team wipe. Yakety should switch off heavy here and try to make the counter push. I'm not sure they're going to be able to stop forward spawns, but they should be able to get the cap here and retake. Kleb is in Sawmill. It's looking like he's going to try and make a play. He jumps. He's in. He's on Snazzy. Snazzy goes down. 2 good rockets by Kleb. Is he going to hit the midi? No, he misses. And Sarah survives. So, there we are. Beep is also Spy. With Snazzy going down, like, what is he going to try and do? Michael Ash trying to make a play and pick Dio, but he doesn't manage to get anything. Beep is behind. What is he looking for? He's looking for the demo. He fishes the first stab, but gets the demo. Ooh, and with Uber advantage and demo advantage, they should be looking to push here, but no one's capping. Okay, so if they push here... I don't know. I don't know if they should push just yet. They should probably wait for their Uber. Sentry is going up, but they do have a Spy. Dev Zero is in close. Sarah almost goes down. Beep does try to get the medic, but he misses his stab. He tries to get away, but he dies. So what could have been good player advantage is now stifled. They have Ubered in. Their sentry is still up. It's not gone down yet. Uber's fading for team name. And it's 2 players down. Dev Zero is on the point. He's baiting the point. Torque is there. It's looking like they might get it. 3 players on the point. Torquesquad are trying to get the Uber Saws come in. And the Uber from Snazzy, from the Uber Saws, saves the game. Beep comes in trying to 1v3. He does pick the heavy. He's trying to DM, but another Uber Saw from Snazzy. And now he's on 40% Uber to Dio 0-7. Oh no! Dark comes in and he steals it! Oh my goodness! He just comes from roller. Oh, they tried to counter push. Oh, and he's just stolen the game away from Torque. What valiant effort by Snazzy, saving the point, but little did he know, Dark comes in as a spawner and sneakily gets onto the point, and bam, there you go. The map goes to Golden Cap, and I think team name would be very satisfied with this result, having lost the first map, I'd say relatively convincingly, and then losing 3 rounds in a row. After going up early 2-0, their morale would have been low, but they managed to keep it back together. A sneaky whole team back cap, winning them the round, taking it up to 3-3, and then taking advantage of, you know, possibly poor communication or not making sure to cover the flanks, pushing out a last for Torquesquad, which is always really difficult on any map, even with player and Uber advantage. You don't know. You have to be very disciplined covering the flanks and making sure no one gets behind. Well, there we are. He hid behind truck, apparently, according to Dark. So, there we are. I didn't even see it. I was watching Snazzy, and then all of a sudden I just see Dark on the point, and bam. Alright, so... I know we normally do interviews. I might try and get someone in. Just one moment, please. There are. Okay. Here we are. You wanna come in, YouWish? Alright, boys. Good game. That was some exciting TF2, if I do say so myself.
Was not too bad.
Can we get in some of the other lads here?
During the breaks, I was actually doing biology because far, man. I need to finish this bio.
Yeah, probably should do that.
Nah, interviews, bruh.
So I want to ask about that whole team back cap on Snakewater to tie it up 3-3. Was Mumble going absolutely crazy on
Nah.
team name?
Not really.
I don't know. They're not in here.
Oh, they aren't?
Yeah, they are
Yeah, you
not.
probably,
Oh,
you probably
I
need to
thought
get them in.
Degenerate was on team name.
Oh,
why are
Don't
they
you
in
know?
here?
You should
I don't know.
invite them.
Ugh. Sorry, that must have just been hard. It's probably
Yeah.
very stressful.
It's so Gucci, bruh.
I will say, you guys played, or at least looked a lot more cohesive than last week. Do you feel like your roster changes helped this week's match?
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, in one word, yes.
One word, yes. You know, what I was a bit confused about wasn't Sarah
Scout.
a...
Oh,
Yeah,
pocket.
but didn't she play Pocket the first map, then you switched her onto Scout, and then put her back onto Pocket for this match?
Yeah, we've been messing around with what she's doing, you know. Yeah.
Okay. How do you
She's
feel about...
she's giving everything the good old college try. She's experimenting a bit.
Yeah. I definitely think your demo man damage talk was good. On Snakewater in particular, it looked like you were really controlling and doing a lot of early damage to Nope and getting quite aggressive. It definitely made a difference on a lot of the mids.
What I tend to do on Snakewater, just because of the high ad on the soldiers, I ask my soldiers to counter jump them, just because there's free space for me to spam the demo man and the medic while they're fighting up there. I can easily just turn my attention up there when I'm finished at the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's a shame
Bottom of
that...
the scoreboard.
Shut up, loser. It's a shame that our soldiers aren't experienced enough. Like they only have minimal experience on soldier because we swap them around and stuff. Plus, we haven't been scrimming for a while.
Yeah. It must be tough for sure. You did, however, look better than you did last week, so you are making progress, which is really good for the rest of the season.
I think that that might have been our first time winning on Reckoner ever. I think.
Really?
Oh, I think we
Yeah.
won
No,
one
no,
scrim,
in
actually.
scrims.
Did we?
We've been demolishing, dude.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
We
we have.
have. Oh my god.
So, yeah, well, fantastic.
Is the other
So-
thing?
I just got Nope in. He can probably hand out deeds to anyone else.
Thank
Yeah, there
you
we
as
go.
well. Hi, boys. G'day.
Good
How's it going?
game, boys.
Howdy. Very good.
GG.
Yeah, well
That was
played, guys.
good.
Yes, sir.
Well played, everyone.
I'd like you to cut Dark from your team just on a matter of sportsmanship.
Did you not like the sneaky back?
I did not like that at all, no.
Dark
Oh,
actually
no one
screamed.
did.
Dark actually screamed when he got that.
I was screaming too, because I'd like just left the point.
Oh my god. None of us saw it, and then the cast didn't see it, so I don't know if any of us actually saw what happened, but
I saw it,
Yeah.
and it was the best thing I've ever seen in my entire
it's a really sneaky play, so I guess you're not meant to see it.
I
Yeah.
was too
Reaction.
busy focusing on Snazzy getting the Uber saws and getting Uber. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
They've saved
Yeah,
the
that seems to
round!
happen a lot. We end up on the last point. There's like 3 of us there. We all ran out of ammo, so we swing our melees around and then give the med 3 Uber saws and they get Uber. That's kind of how we lose a lot of our last pushes, I've noticed. But that's fine. Duck made it up for us, so that's all good.
Yeah, and, you know, do you feel lucky to have won that second map?
I think yes, because it was a really close one. I think we should have won it at the start, and we kind of let it slip, and just made a few mistakes, like to lose the last like 3 rounds in a row or whatever.
Yeah, because you
But,
went up a really quick 2 rounds.
Yeah, but then we came back. Like the team regrouped. We like stopped making the mistakes, and we started holding last better as well because
Yeah.
we weren't doing that as well. And,
Yeah, when
and
nobody
we
else
just
let off
played better.
enough.
Hey, I
works
didn't yell
out.
this. I didn't yell tonight. Dark was the only one yelling tonight up to the back up.
So it should be, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like backcaps were a big part of you winning this game. I mean, full team capping second
Oh yeah,
to win
when we
your
wrapped
third
them,
round as well.
Yeah.
Like, Old school Snakewater wraparound to win the
We're
round.
pretty much like we're really bad at the game, so the only way we can win is to back up. But it seems to work pretty well.
I'm
I think
sick,
Dark
so
would
I
disagree.
can't play the game.
You did pretty well, Cliff.
Shut up.
You did better than me.
Any questions?
So, how do you guys feel about your chances for the rest of the season? Let's start
Both
with you,
teams.
Talk.
I do not own this team or run it. I just play it.
But the team's named after you.
Yeah, just because we can't find any other team names.
Because people idolize him because for some reason his childish behavior like inspires things. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
so
even lying.
Who is the leader? Snazzy?
Ooh,
No, it'd be-
nah,
it would be
his name's
Okay. Well, okay then. Nope. How
I
do you
can speak
feel
on his
about...
behalf.
Okay, right.
I can
How
add
do you
on.
feel about the rest of the season, Snaz? Do you think you'll keep this roster going forward? Do you like your chances for the rest of the season?
Well, I've been doing my very best to summon the knowledge and spirit of Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington.
Can you stop?
And hopefully I'll be able to use that in some sort of attempt to use my superior game sense in a way to win the rest of the season with luck.
I think that's a great plan.
We're definitely going to throw the French back over the Pyrenees.
Yeah.
So, Nope, how do you feel about your team's rest of the season? Do you think you have a lot of ground to make up after tonight, or do you feel like your team's quite confident about their chances?
I think we can compete for playoffs. I don't think we can hope for much more than that. We actually don't have one core player right now. We've only got 5. So it's been a bit of a struggle for that. But Dark's been our best sub ever and like murking for us all the time, so it's great. Or showing up. If we can get a 6 and actually like scrim a lot, maybe, but otherwise it'll just be like another season of just learning, which is fine anyway. But the team's really good. Like everyone's improving so much, so it's really good to like lead. I think I really enjoy it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's the
you
same
never
situation.
You never know.
Okay.
Like, you have to get onto the playoffs to win the playoffs. So
Exactly.
I think that's a good mentality to have, to not think, yeah, I'm going to win the whole competition.
Yeah, like we
Excuse
had week 1 we had that mentality because we had Hertz on our team. We were like, oh, he's going to carry us to the win, and then we lost. Was it by 1 round? Both maps by 1 round. So he got mad and quit because he had that mentality.
Well,
It's like we want to win.
Well, that's Hurts.
That is Hertz in a nutshell. But we're going to do our best, and if we get to playoffs, we can win if it's possible. Same as if Torquesquad get to playoffs, they're quite capable of winning. We'll just see what happens. But it was a good game tonight, so thanks, guys. Also, shout out to Scandal because he's like messaged everyone to ask for the shout out.
Yeah. Also, talking about having subs and stuff, we're basically playing with a 5 to 4 man team right now.
Okay.
Because 2 of our core players, I don't know what happened to them tonight, and we've just been having Mikalash on Scout as a sub, and just like filling in the role the majority of the time. But in the past 1 scrim, we had like a fortnight, we had a full call.
It's always fun.
Yeah, and like finding one's quite difficult, as like we're actually in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
And finding a good one's also pretty hard.
Yeah. They already have teams, most of them.
Oh yeah, that's why we have people like Trav. So
Yeah,
Fucking roster rider.
no swearing.
Yeah, no
Freaking
swearing, no
time.
swearing.
it's a family show, dude. I got in trouble for this last time.
Yeah, I got the last stream I did. I got a stern word from Mitch about it. I'm like, oh man, for reals. But yeah, so
I'm hearing that I was called a yakty the whole game.
Yakty.
Yakty. Hell
Well,
yeah.
what's that all about?
what even is it?
Little Yachty.
Little Yachty.
Oh, dude, see, because eXtine called you Yachty at the start, and then I said Yakty, and then he started saying Yakty.
No, the snowball
He's
effect.
going sailing, man. He's going sailing.
So yeah, I
It's
was
that
calling you
conformity.
Yakty the whole 2 maps.
Oh no.
That's
Oh.
alright.
There's no one else with a name like you, so it's fine. They wouldn't have been confused. So it's Yaki, right?
Yeah,
Yachty.
Yachty.
I'm busting my balls.
Soz, bro. Well, I think we're just gonna wrap it up. We have a lot of people here, so keep shout-outs small, please. Alright, so Beep, do you want to give a shout-out?
Well, instead of everyone saying Scandal individually, I'm just going to say shout out to Scandal on behalf of everyone in this mumble.
Alright, that's
Fair enough.
fantastic.
That's the
Solid
way.
effort.
And no shout out to Vanquish because he's a bully.
Ooh.
Dear.
Alright, what about you, Degenerate?
Oh, dog. Shouts out to Cecil, of course.
Cecil. Klebs?
Shout out to nobody because I don't have friends.
Hey, I'm your friend.
Oh.
Aww. I made
What
a
about-
friend.
What about you, Nope?
Shout out to Dio for being a god tier scout and then switching to med and being god tier at that. Shout out to everyone on the team because you're all amazing, and shout out to Varna for making me better by killing me in MG a lot.
Staz, what about you?
Definitely Scandal, Cecil, King Carl, my little brother Snaz, Heaves. I'd love to come to your 12th birthday party. That'll probably do it, I think, for the moment.
Talk?
Shout out to Dice, shout out to MGE, Rocky, and Merciless. Oh, also, I don't like you, Scandal, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Also, shout out to my brother, he just came home.
What about you? Wait, what was it again? Yaki?
Yachty.
Yappy.
Oh my god.
Yachty. Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to just Dev, the Boat Boys, Tails. That's it.
I'm actually
boys.
really surprised no one gave a shout out to CappingTV for casting a game.
CappingTV.
Shout out to CPTV, Cheese Pizza TV, boys, get at it.
Didn't actually know you were casting us till the end, so fun.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't
Well,
tell
Bit
them.
of a secret.
Well,
I thought we'd play worse if you guys knew, so...
Oh,
there we are.
Just a shout out to YouWishes for producing.
Just before we fully wrap up, I'd just like to say there is currently a GoFundMe running for the prize
my
pool
God.
for the Talk versus Dice MGE battle to decide which is better once and for all.
I think
You
that's.
can
Big
find that
boys.
on the ozfortress forums, and there you go.
I think there's no better way to wrap it up than that, Snaz. I thank you so much.
Please support the Asian manlet. He needs
So-
help.
With that in mind,
Talk doesn't go to the gym, so MGE's really all he's got. So he really needs that, guys. Like any support you can give is amazing.
I also suffer from cerebral palsy.
You look like a tooth.
alright, boys. Alright.
That's that.
So we're going to call it there. Thanks for watching, everyone who tuned in to Capping TV's coverage of this round of IM between Torquesquad Reformed and Teamname. Thank you very much to the players for getting teams together and playing tonight. It was great to cast, and also thanks again to eXtine for casting the first map with us.
Where is eXtine? Did he move?
It was like 4 o'clock
In the
or
morning?
4:30 when the second map started.
Probably dead. Some things got exciting though.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
shout out
pauses
to
do.
eXtine.
Thanks, guys.
Yow.
Yow.